Okay, so we're going to talk about a zero product property, and that is in Mathematics 2. Let me get here, that is in Mathematics 2, um, and we'll be solving, graphing in factored form. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so our steps to solving with zero product property is one, sorry, my tablet is a little bit rotated there. Replace f of x with 0. So we want to find the zeros, so we'll do it. We'll find the x-intercept like we did in previous classes. So we'll replace f of x, and f of x is our y. So x-intercept is when y equals 0, so f of x equals 0. And then we're going to set the factors equal to 0, and then we're going to solve. Solve for x. And remember that our zero product property says that if a times b equals 0, then a equals 0 or b equals 0. Okay, so we're going to take this f of x equation here, we're going to set it equal to 0, and then because of the zero product property, we know that either x minus 3 equals 0 or 2x minus 8 equals 0. So x equals 3 or 2x equals 8 and x equals 4. So our answers here, our lesser x is the smaller one, that's 3, and our greater x is the bigger one, and that's 4. Let's look at our next problem. Here we don't really have a function f of x. It says solve. Solve and solve because this is already 0. So if this is 0 because of the zero product property, we know that if a times b equals, that's a times, equals 0, then a equals 0 or b equals 0. So 3x minus 6 equals 0 or negative x plus 3 equals 0. So I can add 6 to both sides. I'll get 3x equals 6 and x equals 2, or negative x equals negative 3 and x equals 3. So my lesser x is 2 and my greater x is 3. Let's look at our last problem here. Here again we have a g of x. So we're going to set that equal to 0. And from the zero product property, do you remember what it says? It says that if a times b equals 0, then a equals 0 or b equals 0. Alright, so we know that negative 5x minus 1 equals 0 or 2x plus 8 equals 0. So either negative 5x equals 1 and x equals negative 1/5, or 2x is equal to negative 8 and x is equal to negative 4. Our lesser one is negative 4, it's the smaller number, and our greater number is negative 1/5. So that's how we do our zero product property practice for this evening.